Greetings everyone, hey, how you doing? It's Matt Sella. Today we are doing a spoiler talk review for The Owl House, Season 1, Episode 17, Wing It Like Witches. Joined here with me via satellite radio, it's my good friend Mark. How are you doing out there, Mark?
Well, Matt, it's hot. It's damn hot. But, you know, the world's on fire probably something. We're here to talk about cartoons, which is fun. And fortunately for you, this is a sports episode, and I happen to know a lot about the sports. I am a sports expert, one might say.
A sports aficionado.
Yeah, an aficionado of sports. I know all about the games.
You know all about the games.
Oh, Danny DeVito, when did you get here?
Well, it's a good thing you're here because this was a sport-filled episode, and I say we should probably talk about that, Mark.
All right, well, why don't we?
But before we begin, reminder to you all that there are audio-only versions of this podcast series. Usually go up a little bit before the YouTube videos, so if you want audio only, please check out my Spotify channel. Links are in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoy content like this, like, share, and do all that sort of good stuff. And be sure to check out my channel for other reviews that I've done. Simple enough? I say so. Well, Mark, without further ado, let's get into this review by saying, hey, Wing It Like Witches, what is this episode all about?
Well, Matt, it seems like our little girl Willow is blossoming into her own after gaining confidence after her whole fiasco with Amity and the memories. But that doesn't sit too well with the grudge-bee captain of the team, who then refuses to let Willow have anything and just continues to bully her. And we see how athletes that are especially beneficial to a school get a lot more perks and privileges than everybody else. I mean, which is true. So much to the point that Luz eventually decides to stand up for her and results in a grudge-bee match between Willow, Luz, and what's his name? Gus. Yeah.
Don't feel too bad for forgetting that name.
I don't. I think Gus is... Anyway, Gus is fine. He's annoying. But eventually, blah, 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 there's a montage. And of course, because there's always a training montage, this one from the Ricky soundtrack. I don't know if you're familiar with the hit boxing film Ricky. Very popular. Great reference there. And eventually, we find out that Amity was a part of the grudge-bee team. But by doing a thorn move, she put her players at risk and eventually resigned. Also, Amity is just really happy to see Luz all the time. The internet uses a term to describe this, but I will not because I don't think it's appropriate. Anyway, eventually she joins the team, putting Gus on the bench, and there's a whole bunch of magic and, Quidditch-like rules going on that make this game just, again, seem way too violent even for wizard children. That eventually ends when we find out that you don't really need to play the game so long as you catch the golden snitch stand-in. And like in most sports movies, we find out that the real winner were the ones who had fun and made friends along the way. Also, Ida and her sister have a grudge-bee match to settle an old feud as to who was the better player, the star captain, blah, blah, blah. And stuff is moving on that front. And let's just say, Ida might have her days numbered, as her sister will be back with more. But Matt, my completely botched and, intro aside here to the episode, what did you think?
Well, I'll tell you what there, Mark. It was actually a kind of a fun, little episode to be had. I mean, I'm not super into the sports themselves, but for some reason I've always enjoyed sports movies, and obviously this would be kind of very much similar to that. I thought we had a lot of fun character interactions here. Luz continues to stand up for her friends, which is really nice. Amity really became a whole other character after that last episode, so it was kind of funny to see her all flustered when offered to help out, and just the fact that she'd be close to Luz got her a little weak in the knees and decided to run away. So a lot of fun there. I do like how humble Willow has become as well. With the regain of popularity, she's not like, oh yes, look at me, everyone. She's like, yeah, you know what? I like this, but if it's too much trouble, let's not bother. And Gus remains to be useless. I don't know if we'll get a episode focusing on him anytime soon, but you told me there's only a couple episodes left. Well, we got to focus on the Emperor stuff, I think. But at the same time, Gus, come on, man. You're spacing out on us too much. Help a kid out, damn it.
Just heads up. We only have 2 more episodes left. So get hyped, everybody.
To conclude on my general points here, I liked a lot of the earlier jokes that happened in the episode. As the jokes went on, I don't know, I guess I became too invested in the actual story to notice some of the jokes. I know it's probably a tired gag, but I like the idea where it's they don't know what a montage is, so they have a montage explaining a montage. I'm pretty sure that's been done somewhere before, obviously, but I don't know. I thought some of those little gags were kind of cute. And yeah, no, I mean, generally speaking, I think this was a fine episode. Very violent, contextually speaking, with how Basha, I believe the bully girl.
She's the three-eyed girl, if any of you guys are having trouble remembering her from previous episodes. We've seen her before.
Yeah, we've seen her before. I don't think we had her named. I'm guessing her name premiered here, called Basha. I'm wondering if that's just a play on with the Harry Potter Quidditch world, where I believe there's like two balls. There's the blunder ball, and I think there was like a bocce ball or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's probably neither here or there. The point is, her actions to me was practically homicidal, in my opinion. Like, everything she was trying to do, I kept thinking to myself, yeah, I don't care like how much this world practice magic and these elf witchling people do this on a whim. To me, they seem just as frail as human beings. So what Basha is doing has to be illegal somewhere. But then again, as you explained before, Mark, the school says, hey, if it helps their image of Hexside and all that, who cares?
I mean, nobody does, except for the people who aren't athletes.
So that's really the only part of me that's like, this makes no sense. But either way, I still think it was a fun little episode. It had some moment of growth. Amity finally had an opportunity to kind of really become part of the group when needed. So that was nice. And I also like the fact that, and maybe this is cliche, I don't know, but as Basha and her team playing against Loose Willow and their team, as that fluctuates, I like how even though Basha was so fixated at winning, her other teammates actually noticed that Luce and her team are having fun, and they're like, hey, you know, they're having fun, they're enjoying the sport, they're being good sportsmen about it, I'm having fun too. So I like that there was a little bit of that at the end, but again, one could argue saying like, well, maybe this episode's just full of sports movie cliches. And you know what? That's fair. I don't watch a lot of sports movies, so maybe that's why I'm okay with it.
That's true, and we're also overlooking a very crucial point here. Luz learned the glyph for fire magic, so we did have a glyph in this episode, which was pretty cool.
That's true.
But yeah, otherwise a tropey, if not cliche, episode for sports movies, but I think very clearly in the beginning that's what they were going for anyway, so I'd probably classify it more as a satire, if anything, but it was a lot of fun. Amity continues to probably be my favorite character, and I just want good things for Amity. And yeah, Ida's B-plot was, while not directly connected, I felt at least has really set the groundwork for something that I hope will develop more, as we only have 2 episodes at least listed so far, and I look forward to some big developments. But other than that, I enjoyed the episode, and I'm looking forward to next week.
I wholeheartedly agree. Let's see how this... I'm assuming it's a season finale after the next episode, so we'll see where it goes. Well, you heard our opinion, but now we want to hear yours. Let us know in the comment section below, what did you think of this episode of The Owl House, Season 1, Episode 17, Wing It Like Witches? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Share your thoughts. Join the conversation. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified when new videos show up. And if you want to support me directly, please consider going to my Patreon. I'm wrapping up on a lot of backlog monthly sketch tier drawings that I've been kind of late for, and a lot of them have already been completed, so if you want to check those out, they're all right there. Oh, and also if you want to do a one-time donation, please consider going to my Streamlabs. Links are in the description below. This, my friends, is Matt Sella.
And this is Sports Fan Mark.
Thanking you all for tuning in.